Hello everybody and welcome back. I am KRX, so we're continuing on as Denmark. And we are colonizing in the New World. In fact, we might be the first peeps to set down over here. It looks like, Portugal is in the Caribbean, but maybe the first, Portugal and Louisiana maybe? But we might be the first up here in, in Canada, at least. So here we go. We got Greenland. We got 3 different colonies going right now, actually, with 2 colonists, and we haven't even taken exploration ideas because the missions you get here are pretty cool. This one, Colonial Ambitions, gives you a colonist. Then this one, Discover New World, gives you a colonist. It's kind of cool. Actually, this wants us to colonize in the Cape. Now, we didn't have the range for this. We did not have the colonial range to do this. I don't think integrating Norway is going to get us any closer to that either. But what does this get us if we do this? Trade stuff to do with the Cape. Yeah. Okay. Eventually sending us to India, Bengal. I mean, it's nice to get this stuff. Just to Malacca, so on and so forth. So this is all really neat. Why is it this? Oh, because we have with 3 countries, at least 200 owned development influenced by Denmark. So if we get a bunch of money, we could pay to get this done, which just gives us a bunch of power projection. We're already at 100. It's whatever. Homes of German mercenary companies owned by Denmark. I'm not sure exactly what this is telling us here exactly, but things are looking pretty good. 3 out of 8, so we're working on colonizing America. Then it moves into this and the colonial Caribbean, so we're just kind of moving along. Permanent claim on every center of trade or province with an estuary in the colonial Caribbean. Wow, that's kind of cool. It's kind of neat, so we're moving along on that. This you can't do till much later. And we're thinking about changing our religion, to be honest. We're thinking about changing our religion. But we're also wondering when exactly we'd be able to potentially do a reformed option and maybe have a center of like a center of propagation or whatever. What are these things called? Center of reform. So it would help us convert our land a lot easier. Looks like we have a little bit of disease here. We'll pay 300 ducats. What are we actually doing with our money, to be honest? Do we have good manufacturers that we can build yet? Some of these aren't terrible. We need 11 tech for those. So let's keep building either churches or workshops. 100 more people in the province. Let's go. Can't remember all the things we're trying to save up for, so maybe it's a little silly that we're doing this, but there you go. And we do have a mission, I think, also to just get more marketplaces in various areas for expanding the sound toll. One of these days I would go through the notifications and figure out which are the ones we just do not care about. Like, we don't care that Aragon just had a golden era. There really does seem to be a number of different choices in these government ranks that we've been poking through, and I don't know if that's specifically because which ones are specific to Scandinavia and which ones are just new in general. Monarch administrative skill +1. Wow, that seems kind of cool. For yearly corruption, I actually kind of like this. And it reduces, wow. Because yearly corruption, I mean, chances are we're reducing our corruption by 0.2 and we're not even trying, right? We could pay a little bit of money to get more admin per month. That seems kind of neat. And we have integrated Norway just like that. Denmark grows much, much, much larger. Be interested to see what the autonomy is at 85. That's because we haven't stated any of this, right? We got to go through and state all of it. We shouldn't have to core because it should be cored by Norway. Hold on, let's pause for a second. What were we looking at before we? What were we even looking at? Oh, that'll be good because I can get rid of some of the rest. We're looking at these, which we haven't even unlocked yet, so we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. But I think this would be good because honestly, our corruption's already going down. So to convert that corruption buffer into monarch skill and extra advisor seems really good. Yeah, whereas the free admin policy, that's kind of the same thing, but that's only the same thing once you have so many admin policies. Yeah, that's really not a big deal because we already have one for free. So, integrated Norway. This will give us sailor recovery speed and marine force limits, whatever. Do we actually have... Wait a second, can we build marines? I guess we can. You can build these out of sailors. And they have... What do they have? Just looks like... I don't know if these have more discipline or anything. They seem to be just units that just take sailors instead of manpower. It's fine. We might be way over our man. No, we're not. We've just taken on a lot more army size, but we're still says we're making money. That includes the fact that we've just probably gotten 3 more heavies. We got so much stuff to look at here, including the fact we need to state all of this up. What is our governing capacity actually looking like? And what would it tell us if we tried to integrate Sweden right now? Grateful, grateful for something. I mean, we could influence them to get to... We're waiting for some of these massive, massive, massive modifiers to tick down. So unfortunately, we won't even be able to know what it would cost to integrate Sweden, but likely it would be more than Denmark, but not much more, right? Like if it only took us, if we integrated Denmark in like 7 years, it would probably be able to integrate Sweden in like 11. 50% more, it makes sense. What is our power now looking like? Now we're the 4th great power in the world, which is just cool. In fact, are we now present on 2 continents? Did we have literally hold 3 thrones? A second ago we had completed every single thing in the Age of Discovery before Norway was integrated. How cool is that? How cool is that? Flawless score on that of Danzig, I guess, is, you know. Wait, what is this? We're working on Bermuda? Why are we working on Bermuda? And how is this at 700? Wait, how are we doing Bermuda as well? We're doing 4 at a time? Still making money? Oh, right on. I did not realize that we had... gotten an event to do Bermuda. It's almost like just for discovering it, we got to... It just... 35 per year? Why is this acting like there's a colonist here, but there's no colonist here? 35 per year plus the 13%, whereas up here it says there's no colonist. Weird. Weird. So we're paying for Bermuda, but we're not paying for this province here? Now all of a sudden we're losing tons and tons of money. Okay, we need to go through and state everything. What was our governing capacity at? 625. Don't think there's any reason not to state everything. Because they've made it proportional now, right? It's not the amount of states, it's how much they're worth. And if they're not worth much, then they don't take much governing capacity. If they're worth a lot, then you want to state them and, well, they take some more governing capacity. If we didn't have to core any of that, it only went up by about 130. That should increase our money, I would think. Over a naval force limit? No. Let's turn that off. The Age of Discovery is going to end soon. That colonial maintenance. Yeah, for some reason, it's not Bermuda, but that other province is actually free for whatever reason. I kind of like this mountain fort in Norway, but, you know, this one here... These forts, we really, truly, truly do not need them. That's, well, at least a hill fort. I'm just gonna get rid of some of these forts. We just don't need them. We'll keep breaking because it'll be annoying. So these forts will be okay. Let's mothball all the ones we got, though. So our finances did take a bit of a dive. We're paying for a huge amount of additional troops and ships. That's 20 transports. No, I'm going to go to 22 transports. This is going to be 13 heavies. Which is costing us. What is our actual force limit at and our... Yeah, well, technically we could buy a couple more lights. Those pay for themselves. 13 heavies. 13 heavies. Do we get rid of one of those heavies? There's no one in the world that could challenge us navally right now, I don't think. We have the highest naval force limit in the known world. And we have twice as many heavies as the next in line, which is the Ottomans. Over twice as many lights. They have the galleys. Yeah, this is just... I mean, this is... I think... Do we try to sell this to, like, France or something like that? Yeah, France, you want to buy heavy? Let's see. Danzig's really not getting us much. I think the big thing we could do is it would be to attack. Where are our armies? Yeah, it's just these. The only ones we inherited are these 12,000. Now, interestingly enough, we have an odd number. Yeah, we have 1,000 cavalry over here. So let's take 1,000 troops here, bring them down to here, and let's take 1,000 cavalry and bring it all the way over to here. And then the 11,000 will go down there and they'll group up. So now we have 50,000 standing army. France is apparently... Okay, it doesn't say they're 3,000 ducats of debt. It says the reason they don't want to buy this... There's 3,000 reasons they don't want to buy it because of debt. Okay, that's a little bit of a different story. Well, Austria... Austria doesn't like us. I'm getting too cute with it. Oh, should we sell it? We can't sell it to England. England won't buy it. That'd be funny if England did. Well, they're in debt. We know they're in debt too. Goodbye. We just don't need that. It's just excessive. Another light. Honestly, we've explored so much that it'd be cool to... Wowzers. Wow. How is this happening? Just knowledge share of some kind? How are we exploring at this pace? I don't know, but I'm still not sure how we have Bermuda going. Once these finish, we won't even really need the colonist person. Is Bermuda going to be the first one to... Bermuda's going to be the first one to actually finish. We are colonizing 4 provinces right now. One of which I don't even know how we're colonizing. Well, I don't know how we're colonizing Bermuda, but I do know that we had an event for colonizing this one. It must have been both of those at the same time or something, and I didn't realize it. 2 for the price of 1 or something. And we don't even have exploration ideas yet. That is so cool. Drug Explorer, that's fine. We still have construction costs and increased global settler increase. 15 that we're going to get there. Maximum absolute, our absolutism is going to be off the absolute charts. Can we actually check on that right now? Oh my, I completely forgot. The end of the month. I don't think this siege... I think we'll get there before the siege ends. I totally forgot that that is the reason why we weren't mothballing that particular fort. Oh no. Is the explorer dead? No. Wait, why is it saying canceled? Oh, it's just... We're just, like this explorer is just going down there and just tickling it, and it's just, like, auto-completing. We have no room to do any exploring. This is insane. In 2 years, we could actually just attack England, and they're allied to basically nobody. Sweden, you are getting claims on them too. This is going to be amazing. England, how are you doing actually now that you got those free 30,000 troops? Are you... I mean, your force limit still has to be high enough that you should be somewhere near the top. 29,000. You were gifted those 29,000. Thank you very much. But once we take care of this, we might be able to send these... Oop, that's almost about to go away. Zero, 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 zero. So why is this not... Do we have to wait a month? Wait a year? It's like exactly 0, it must be. Military leaders left us. That's not our... It's no one that we care about, so that's good. Let's get everybody over to England, because in 2 years we're attacking England. I think any of our German influence, expansion of German influence is going to come later. I think that's going to come later. But yeah, we're going to want the whole northern coast of Europe, most likely. Beautiful. So why is it not showing? Oh, it is say. Wait. It's red. 60 per year, but it's not showing the calculation here for some reason. And it's not showing the extra settler chance. Here we have a 50% settler chance. It doesn't show that. For some reason, Bermuda's the only... And now it's actually not even showing for Bermuda anymore. I don't know. I don't get what's going on there at all. We are in a new age. So for the previous age, what do we have here? We're embargoing Muscovy, Austria, and Lithuania. 15 because we have long-time rivals, apparently. Last age objectives, plus 18, but that's actually going to decay down. 22 because we're the second great power. Wow, we're second-ranked great power? When did that happen? 15 plus the 4 is 19, plus the 22. We are idling at 41. 41 is our idle position. That's without completing any of the Age of Reformation bonuses and without privateering anybody. We could probably privateer Muscovy for not much. We are probably going to convert provinces. We're going to have a colonial... Oh, 5. 5 is quite a bit. 5 is a lot. Convert another nation. Force another nation to convert. And maybe. Unify, own all Nordic provinces. That actually, I think, basically I think that basically has happened. I don't know. We forgot. Well, we didn't forget. We just weren't going to do that. Okay, so technically some of this over here is Nordic, huh? And the question I have is, that's interesting that we don't have a mission or something to work on that then, if that's part of our culture group. Now that we're in the Age of Reformation, will it let us actually create the Reformed religion? We'll get plus 10. Well, I mean, you'll be able to convert, like, insanely fast. Insanely fast. But still, it's a big country to try to switch. Switch around. I think when January comes, this will disappear for us. Join the Reformation. Join the Reformation. It'd be cool to be Anglican. I don't know if we'll ever get the choice for that. I don't know when the Reformed and the Anglican kick in. Convert provinces and join the Reformation. Those are two things that will probably end up getting done. That'll be 6 points. We'll be able to, I think we'll be okay on the power projection, but I don't think we're going to hold on to number 2 for very long. Yeah, in fact, yeah, for sure, for sure. Ming and Ottomans are technically well ahead of us. We'll enjoy it while it lasts. I think, guys, we're actually kind of ending the tail. Why are the Ottomans attacking? Why are the Ottomans wasting their time attacking? Wait a second. Oh no. The Ottomans found the weak spot. The Ottomans attacked into some tiny itsy bitsy little country. Oh wait, no, the Ottomans aren't even fighting in this war. Oh no, it literally as I hit pause, it just ended. And the country that they were attacking disappeared. Literally was wiped off. Swedish becomes the new primary culture? I don't think we want that. No. Yeah, they found a weak spot. They attacked Lithuanian ally, and Austria never got involved. Man, dang it. Because technically, Muscovy attacks Lithuania, Austria gets called in, or yada yada, you know? Okay, our lead... Okay, this could be horrifyingly bad. If we don't have an heir, this could be horrible. That being said, it's a 50-50 if we go this route. I don't really want to keep this heir around. Oh, they're dead. That's what we get for paying for the medicine. Okay, what happens if we die right now? Continues. Continues. I guess the queen would take over, and the queen's pretty young. The queen's actually really good, too. Apparently we took a loan out somewhere along the lines there. I think that's... no, I guess that is worth. Yeah, I guess that's worth it. I'm wondering if just having a few ships protected trade in Novgorod would actually be good. I think they'll pay for themselves at least. I think you want to spread it out just a touch. 1 year away from attacking England. They have no alliances. Literally none. I don't know how they lost the few that they had, like Munster and stuff, but they've lost it. November. So it's at the very end of next year we could attack them again. Paying 8 ducats a month for those colonists. One of these is about to finish. It'll be amazing to see what our colonial range looks like when that finishes. I mean, when Bermuda finishes, we'll be all up in South America if we wanted to. $300. Yeah, we could more easily reach the Caribbean. We could more easily reach Brazil and the Caribbean than we can Africa. Because, to be fair, that's all. I think a lot of that is just game balance. There's like invisible walls for, like getting even from Norway to Greenland. It doesn't look like it'd be much, but the game, you need a pretty decent amount of colonial range, I think, to make that jump, and to make this jump as well. But for some reason, going from you know, Copenhagen to Havana is not that much of a jump. It's just a goofy thing. It's just a. Also, I think it is. They want Portugal to land in Brazil. They want Portugal to land in the Caribbean. So they make that kind of a short jump, even though technically this is like, it looks like it would be shorter. Yeah, getting some base tags is a bad thing. Give them a little bit of more land influence. Speaking of which, we could just yoink that back. Could even be pulling back some of this stuff. Reducing their influence even more going into the next... Well, the next age is going to take 100 years, but... Man, we are extremely well prepared, though. Just kind of, like, in general. England's got those 30,000 troops. And I guess we could swing over here. The rebellion in our country is essentially zilch. This is great. We're going to have more troops than England when we attack them. But in all honesty, guys, I think to some degree we've kind of just completed this. We've kind of just completed this campaign in a way. Not literally, but I think a good healthy amount for the YouTube playthrough. Looked at a lot of the new, just really cool, interesting decisions and stuff based on playing as Denmark because of the mission tree and because of the historicalness and the immersive aspects of the immersion pack. I guess this is kind of like they're selling this as like not an immersion pack because usually immersion packs are $10 and this was $15, but it's not the full $20 price either. It's like an in between, right? It's like an immersion pack that's so packed that it's worth the 15, right? Like it's just like it's like a super, like if you compare this to Third Rome, it's insane, right? Or if you compare it to even Rule Britannia or Golden Century. Now the Origins, I thought the Origins DLC was really, really good. That was sold as an immersion pack too, but I thought that was really good. This is like an immersion, this is like a DLC done right. $15, mostly flavor, mostly immersive kind of additions with a huge free content patch too. This was good stuff. And I think for the most part, this campaign as Denmark has come to a close, but man, there were some tight moments between Denmark and Sweden. Just try to hold on to that. But at this point, I mean, even if we were to die without an heir, it says we won't even lose it. Like Sweden, like... I mean, even with all these factors in here and stuff, although to be fair, there will be a point when... there will be a time, I think it was like 100 years from like 1470 or something, that minus 100 would get removed. But the Dream of Freedom in the Scars of the Battle, Bloodbath, I think will also be removed too. But if we were to go, let's say we're going to go 100 years. I mean, we're losing well, it's not 100 years from where we are now. It's like 50 years. We're losing 3.5 out of 70 per year. So in 25 years, in 30 years, the two major negative modifiers here would just be gone. And we would just be way beyond positive relations with them. In fact, it's kind of annoying, actually, that we can't get them to 190 right now. Liberated our provinces, defended our provinces. We could probably boost those back up to 25 and 20 respectively, and then like drop them a gift or do something like influence them or something. We could probably get them to 90 and start the integration process. So there's no way that Sweden's like breaking free, I don't think, at this point. So I think in many ways we've kind of beat the game in a sense here, where it's just smooth sailing from here. Yeah, we got to beat up Austria, but I have every confidence that we could do that. I really do. What does that look like exactly here? Well, this would be a little bit crazy just attacking them because this is counting Castile, and I bet you Castile is a massive chunk of this. Castile is 70,000 of these troops, 30, almost all of the cannons, 30,000 of the support. So they have 22,000, 70,000, 20. They have 90. They basically have 90,000 here. And we have about, if they didn't have Castile allied to them, this would be totally fine, right? So it's a matter of attacking Lithuania and just fighting this, which at this point would be trivial. This isn't even, we could even get France to join in on this probably with a little bit of finagling. And then, yeah, this would be a trivial war, and we just decimate Austria's position, but we beat up on Austria and just decimate them a bit, or even attacking the Teutons. Yeah, we could tear them apart 7 different ways. It wouldn't even be a problem at all. Wouldn't be a problem at all. But thanks everybody for being here and hanging out. You guys are the crazy people if you guys are still here and also following along with the series to its completion. But I think that's what it is. I think it's completed. I think we're going to want to check out Farthest Frontier, which is a little indie village builder, kind of like Banished. I think making some YouTube content for that would be good while it's in its early access. Get some opinions on that out. And just a little bit of a spotlight on and stuff for people to do their research on that game while it's in its current state. And then I think Poland could be a good country for a beginner playthrough. Just a updated version of the French playthrough, but then with Poland. I could see us doing Poland with DLC, and then maybe like a no DLC run with... We've done a little bit of a short thing with England. I could honestly almost see a world where you did Denmark, a beginner. You could play as Denmark as a beginner, to be honest. We might need to update our no DLC playthrough, because what's our most updated one for no DLC? Is it Muscovy? Is it Muscovy? It might be, which is, it's not old, it's totally viable. Totally viable, but yeah, Poland might be a good one either for DLC or no DLC. I could see Milan being kind of a beginner nation, potentially. Or even like Switzerland or something, especially if you're doing no DLC, definitely. Definitely. Guys, thanks everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next series. Thanks, guys.